Men. We have successfully established a fast-growing trend that is sweeping the world of the brainless lost masculine nobodies that we are just grifting and influencing for cold hard cash. I mean our lost in need of help masculine population. It has worked out so well that millions are edging so hard they are now unrecognized as their true selves in reality. Instead they are mindless bots who cannot think for themselves because of the overloading their brain to this greatest point where we have full control.
Guys, how important is validation to you? Being praised, being talked highly about, looked upon as one of the greatest anything out there. Nothing bad to say about you. Anything within your presence has validated you as something amazing. But here's the real kicker for validation for men. What is validated? Would you say a man trying so hardest within his life to his entire life, catering to the world around him, keeping up with every hoax and jokes all about whatever, just for that glimpse of validation. Waking up every day, putting on that show to show your world that you need to be validated from it. Just keeping on racing ahead, checking off every list that is needed to happen, that is going on all around you that you need to cater to. Just checking one thing after another off of that list, not missing a beat, so your world doesn't look away from you. It is always validating you. You are always in the spotlight. There's nothing you are not up to date with. You are the trend. You are the trend starter. Your shit does not stink. Or simply, if you're a guy looking for recognition within his world, is that recognition naturally coming to you because your world is naturally recognizing your true self? Because you don't fall for smoking mirrors and propaganda and charlatans, that in fact if there's any issue taking place within your life, none of that stuff is even in this atmosphere. That problem is solved by yourself. In fact, when a man like that seeks recognition, most things within his life are thought out through how he feels, if it fits his persona, if it fits his perspective, and nothing else. In fact, any type of other view that is disallowing of your own view is seen as taboo. Something that's just, yeah, I recognize that, I can see how that works, but it's just not me. Now, growing up, I was Mr. Validation. I needed to be validated for every single little fucking thing I would do. Constantly saying sorry to everyone, catering to everyone's willfully needs, even if they're assholes. And some nice would turn into complete assholes because I was such a catering little bitch. And it never worked out for me. Obviously, it got to a point where I could not recognize myself. There was no recognition resonating within my head about me believing and seeing my true self. But hey, this is exactly how I ended up right here at this present moment. This is me. This is how I recognize myself. I've never recognized my true self as much as I have at this very present moment before. And I'm being completely serious. And honestly, from such this huge leap from going to college for a degree that I felt I would be recognized for, to hanging out with so many fucking assholes just to be recognized a certain way. To be hanging out with just the shittiest fucking chicks just to be recognized a certain way. No, all the way leading up to this tiny little totally wrong string, this small stupid YouTube channel, and my little bit of writing I do each week and editing and small coaching sessions, that little bit, I can see it. I can see that light. I can see myself. Working with some of the toughest and meanest motherfuckers that any big, stupid fucking talker on this site would shit their fucking pants within seconds if they get a glimpse of them. Leading me to this tiny little aspect. I can finally recognize myself. I can finally give myself some recognition. And whether or not the people that have inspired me to take this present moment action currently recognize me or not, I really could fucking care less right now. Because I feel fulfilled right now. They've done their job already. I really don't need much else. Sure, it'd be great to meet any of them whenever, but this feeling's not going anywhere. It's staying. Whether those people like me or not, or I could really care less. Whether they will ever even know I exist. Could care less. I'm already recognized enough. And that's how every man should be. Once a man can get to that point in his life, that recognition is equal to recognizing his own self within life. Doing what is true to him. Doing what is recognizable to him, as he is recognized out there naturally within his world. That's it. And nothing kicks it. Nothing from the outside kicks you fucking down from that. Yeah, and I know. Everyone says, oh, I grew up shy. I was so shy when I was younger. Yeah, dude, you didn't even know me. I watched the documentary the other day. It was on Norm Macdonald. He's probably my second favorite comedian. But very relatable to him in aspects of him growing up. Shyness-wise. He said he would go into any public space, walk around like a store 12 times before he would ask for help. I would literally do that anywhere. I'd do that around my house with my parents sometimes. I was I was about to say so shy, but I was gonna say shy so. I don't know, I do that a lot. My point being is this, and you may not believe me, you may think I'm stupid for saying this, I don't know. But I say, if you're looking for validation from every nook and cranny out of your fucking world, that is a form of shyness. That's a form of you're afraid to know your real self, to live your real self, to ask yourself legitimate questions. What feels good? Even if the other people don't feel it's good. Because simply, guys, the only recognition you need within your life is a recognition from your own self.
Saint Perigine, patron saint of all forms of cancer. We ask you for your help in asking God to heal my cancer and keep it in remission. Pray for me so that I may live a long and faithful life.